Hey there, savvy tech enthusiasts. Welcome back to the Craig and Dave channel with me, David Morgan, where we dig into the guts of cutting-edge tech and spit out the bits that you actually care about. Today, we're talking about something that's been absolutely blowing my mind so much that I just had to share it with you. What if I told you you could skip the months of nail-biting waiting and move into a new home in just a few days? No, I'm not talking about some flat-pack IKEA house. I'm talking about a 3D printed house. Now buckle up because this is about to get wild. So what is 3D printing? Well, you've probably heard of it and maybe even played around with it. 3D printing, or as the nerds like to call it, additive manufacturing, is the not-so-simple process of turning a digital file into a three-dimensional object by stacking materials layer by layer. It's like making a loaf of bread slice by slice, except you're not limited to slices of bread, obviously. Let's take something we all love, phone cases. Imagine you've got a funky design for a case that you want to make. With 3D printing, you could literally print it at home, adding layers and layers of material until your bespoke case is ready to hug your phone. It's magic, tech magic. But enough small fry, let's talk about the big cheese. Because we're diving into the main event now, 3D printing of houses. The world's largest polymer 3D printer was unveiled at the University of Maine. And when I say large, I mean it's like as if a blue whale had a baby with a printer. That thing can print objects 96 feet long. That's longer than a basketball court. And it churns out up to 500 pounds of material an hour. They've already built a bungalow as a prototype of this bad boy, and let me tell you, it ain't no Fisher-Price playhouse. Now, let's explore the potential advantages of this giant tech miracle. First off, speed. A house could be printed in days, not built in months. Now second, waste. There's a lot less of it because you're literally only using the material you need. It's like being incredibly precise with your sandwich making ingredients so you don't end up with a fridge full of random leftovers. Also, we're talking a major cost savings. Precise, optimized designs mean energy and resource efficiency, which is like gold in the construction world. The University of Maine's Goliath printer isn't just a one-trick pony. It's set to move into affordable housing, bridges, boats, and even wind turbines. The game plan is to use sustainable materials like recycled plastics and residual wood from sawmills. Using wood might have you raising an eyebrow about durability, but hey, it's a step towards keeping our planet green and smiling. But before you start planning your 3D printed mansion, let's touch on the limitations. The experts are saying that it's more likely that this whopper of a printer will pump out parts of houses instead of the whole enchilada. And when disaster strikes or history needs a helping hand, these printed parts could come into the rescue in historical restorations and rebuilding efforts. This isn't just a printer we're talking about. It's a whole technological ecosystem. Think sensors, high-performance computing, and even artificial intelligence, all coming together to turn manufacturing into something out of a sci-fi flick. And let's not forget about the broader impact of 3D printing. We've got companies shooting rockets into space, doctors bioprinting human cells, and puppet masters creating critters that could have come out of Jim Henson's imagination. But because we've got to hit every note on the keyboard, let's talk about the uglier side of 3D printing. Remember when I mentioned tech magic? Well, not all magic is good. Some criminally creative folks have been using 3D printing to make weapons. Yeah, that's happened right here in the UK, putting a somber shadow on our tech wonderland. So what's next for 3D printing, especially when it comes to housing? Well, it's a mixed bag of potential and practicality. For now, we'll have to temper our excitement with a dose of reality. Sure, we can print a house, but maybe not your dream McMansion just yet. To summarize, 3D printing technology has the potential to revolutionize the construction industry by allowing for rapid and precise building of houses with the ability to print entire structures in just days, not months. The technology offers several advantages, including reduced waste, cost savings, and energy efficiency, making it a promising solution for affordable housing and sustainable development. Whilst there are limitations on the technology, such as the need for specialized equipment and the potential for parts rather than whole structures being printed, the potential benefits are significant, including the ability to print structures that can withstand natural disasters or be used in historical restorations. The technology has potential applications in fields such as medicine, space exploration, and art, as well as its potential drawbacks, such as the risk of misuse by malicious actors. Well, there you have it, my tech-hungry friends, a sneak peek into a world where you can almost download a house. The future of 3D printing is like a roller coaster that's only going up. Sure, there are some bumps and loops to navigate, but it's definitely a ride worth taking. Remember to keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times, and as always, stay plugged in for the next deep dive into the tech wormhole here on the Craig and Dave channel. Catch you on the flip side.